Welcome, I am Laura. Today we are going to be talking about the Modern Nirvana Oracle, Awaken Your Intuition and Deepen Your Awareness. This is 50 cards and a guidebook, and it's made by Kat Graham, who some of you may know from The Vampire Diaries. She played Bonnie, as well as Jennifer Sodini, Frank Alarali, and Bryant Wood. So Bryant Wood is also a breathwork facilitator, and they've all teamed up to, some of them have, hold on, I'm like, I know this, but I don't know. Yeah, so they've made, so Jennifer Sardini made the Amenti Oracle, which is an oracle deck that I have, and I love it. And then Frank, Kat, and Bryant have made a thing called Modern Nirvana, where they post cool stuff. Anyways, why am I going into all of this? Okay. Diving into the Modern Nirvana Oracle. Look how pretty it is. Okay, so why am I having like such deja vu for this? I'm like, I haven't actually opened this. This is literally the first time I'm seeing it, and I'm having massive deja vu. Okay, so that's a nice size guidebook. Oh, it's in color. It's in color. Oh, it's like totally, the glue is totally cracking there too, but that's okay. I'm like, these pages are going to fall out. Oh, this is brutal. Okay, that's okay. So, Modern Nirvana Oracle. I'm going to have to be really gentle with this, otherwise these are going to fall out because, like, yeah, the glue's not that great on mine. On mine. I don't know if this will be for all of them. So, how to use the cards, preparing your deck, sample spreads, card definitions, and then acknowledgements. It's in color. Oh my god, it's in color. It's so pretty. Okay, so what is Modern Nirvana? The goal of Modern Nirvana is to be a catalyst for transformation in people's lives, to inspire them to take control of their spiritual and physical well-being by sharing both ancient practices and modern biohacks. Our mission is to bring inspiration and information to a new generation, paving a way for a more enlightened world. What is Amenti Oracle? In the Emerald Tablets, the halls of Amenti are described as being a space between worlds where time collides and past, present, and future potentials coexist. A crystallized codex of consciousness, which is simultaneously a hall of records and a plane of reality. This mysterious space can find its closest correspondence in the notion of the Akashic Records. The Akashic Records, like the Hall of Amenti, are viewed as a treasury of time, which stores all of the lives, memories, emotions, actions, intentions, and moments of the human and planetary experience and evolution. So this comes from the Amenti Oracle Feather Heart Deck and Guidebook. I'm going to be right back and go grab that because I feel like I might want to do some comparisons. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. So this is the Amenti Oracle if you've seen it before. So hold on. It looks like this. Comes with a guidebook. I will say that this deck it's very interesting. So, like, I love it, and I also hate it at the exact same time. And it's funny because, like, it's one of those decks where I feel like you don't really come to it, it comes to you, if that makes sense. And I will say, like, using the guidebook with it is really, really beneficial because there are some cards in here where it's like, I consume only my fair share. And it's sort of like, wait, what does that mean? Like, what are you trying to tell me? I am kind. Okay, I get that. But, like, when you dive into the guidebook, it gives you such interesting, like, I don't know, there's just, like, so much contemplation, for me at least, in this deck that I don't necessarily use it in, like, big, sorry, my cat's cat hair is sticking out of the card deck. I feel like it's more of a deck where you like pull one card and then you meditate with it. You meditate on the meaning. You do a reading with it. Like, you read from the guidebook, you figure out what it's about, and then you find your own conclusions. You include it in your life. It's not necessarily something that I would use in a big giant spread. It's not something that I use for, like, unless it's, like, called for in the reading and, like, it's like, oh, I have to use this. It's not something that I necessarily use like an oracle, right? I use it much more as, like, a meditation tool, something to, like, go through and really, like, meditate on each individual card, or, like, sort of, like, have it on my altar as, like, a reminder or an intention or an energy. So I'm just going to quickly flip through that so that you can see all of them. But that's how I use this deck. So I was sort of interested and intrigued and also sort of like, I was like, okay, how am I going to be using this one? But I was called to it. And when I went to my local bookstore, it was there. And I was like, well, I guess I have to pick it up now. So anyways, those are the backs of the Amenti Oracle. So just because it was mentioning that in the book, we decided to bring that out. I think they also might be a beautiful complement to each other. So we will definitely take a look at that, because anytime artwork is by the same artist, I feel like they just always complement each other. And the book, I'll just give you a quick little, it's just such an interesting guidebook. So yeah, if you are called to this deck, I feel like it's one of those decks that, like, when you're ready for it, it will arrive. And before then, you'll just kind of be like, what is this? But, like, once you're ready for it, it will be like, okay, I get it now. Or, like, okay, I don't get it, but I'm going to figure it out. Does that make sense? Okay. Going back to the Modern Nirvana Oracle, let's just go back into that. So we talked about what the Amenti Oracle is. Okay, yeah, so then it talks about, I'm not going to read all of this, but it's talking about synchronicity, intuition, precognition, divination, all of that. It dives into, like, some history and just different things like that. So this is cool. It has a little quote from the Matrix in there. So anyways, this is fun. I will read this on my own. It talks about how to use your cards. This is also just absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, obviously this is literally my first walkthrough. I hadn't even opened it or flipped through it. So I will go through all of this another time. When I dive deeper, this is just my first impressions and just to show you sort of how it is, because I feel like, I don't know, someone might want to know what the deck looks like. Clear your cards, cut the deck, pull your cards, sample spread. So they've got a 3 jewels. Then they've got the Noble Truth, which is a 4-colored spread. The 5th element. So then there's an elemental spread. And then the card definitions, and then the absolutely stunning cards. And it looks like we have a mantra at the bottom. It looks like we have our main keyword that's on the cards, a quote, and then a little reading about what it is, like what the card is saying. And it seems to be, I'm curious if... So it tells you who wrote, because there are several authors here. So this would be Kat Graham. So this one was written by Kat. So, and then this one over here is by JS, which would probably be Jen or Jennifer. Sorry, I'm making your name short. Anyways, and then it goes through. So yeah, so they have, oh, what's this? Hold on. So this one has the whole, like, it has your keyword, a quote, the message, but then it also has, like, step-by-steps of what to do. So that's really cool. And I'm like, yeah, that's by Bryant. This is breathwork. We love it. I love incorporating breathwork into things. I was also recently told that I need to incorporate breathwork into more of my life. So I love that this has arrived at this time. So that is what the guidebook looks like. We've got acknowledgements at the back. And yeah, okay, I love it. I love that it's in color. I do have to be really gentle with it, because it's sort of like, I don't know if it's mine or if it's all of them, but yeah, they don't have the best, like, I feel like the pages can fall out very easily. So I'm going to be very, very gentle with that. Diving into our beautiful cards. Oh, they're so pretty. Okay. I'm happy. It's funny. I actually bought this like a week ago, and then I was like, I knew I wanted to do an unboxing, and then I was just like, no, I haven't done it yet. But I feel like today was the day. Okay. So we have got, let's just zoom in here. We have got abundance. Also, oh, okay. Okay, this is cool. So they are very thick. They are bendy, but, like, I feel like if you bend them, like, you have to, like, force the bend, which I don't mind. I don't mind my cards not being super bendy, because they are really nice. They're thick. They feel nice, okay? And they're also just, like, there's something just, like, very, like, vibrationally beautiful about these. So we have got our first card, abundance. We have assertiveness, which also looks sort of like a void here. I love it. Or like an eclipse. Okay. Then we have authentic expression. Awareness. Boat. Breath. Compassion. Connection. Deja vu. Direction. Discernment. Ecstasy. Emotions. Emptiness. Equanimity. I feel like I'm saying that wrong, but I think I'm just judgely harshing myself. Anyways, what am I saying? Forgiveness. Friction. I love this. Gratitude. Greatness. Harmony. Now, some of these images are interesting, and at first I was going to be like, oh, I don't get this one, but now that I'm sitting here looking at this, I'm like, okay, but this may not be what it is, but this is what I'm gathering from it, is like there's 3 different rocks balancing on each other. We could say that this rock actually fits in here, but instead it's been pulled out and it's been put up here, and it's like it needs harmony and balance to balance it all, where if it didn't have that harmony, they would all just fall over. I don't know, but that's just what I'm seeing, and I'm like, okay, at first I wasn't getting this image, but now I am, and I'm like, okay, that's what I like, is like, it makes you have to like think about different things. I don't know, that's just, I like it. This reminds me of like the genie's lamp, initiation, intention, involution, kindness, kintsugi? I'm not sure if I'm saying that right or not. I'm going to put that one off to the side because I want to look it up. Know thyself. We love it. Liberation. Maktub. Mask. I thought he was drinking a cup of tea at first, but I'm like, no, he's holding a mask in his hand. Modern. Nirvana. Nourishment. I was going to say this reminds me of like a 7 of Cups card, because it's literally a 7 like containers. 1. Partnership. Perception. The Philosopher's Stone. I don't know why I say it like that, but that's okay. Prism. Protection. Rebirth. Reciprocity. Reflection. Resistance. Resolution. The Rose Phoenix. Squaring the Circle. Strength. Synesis. Teachers. Transcendence. And Weightlessness. I love that card. That is stunning. Okay. Let's have some fun. Okay, so I wanted to look up what that one is, but first I want to see how this shuffles. Okay, that shuffles beautifully. Okay, so this is like a thicker card. I don't think you could do like a riffle shuffle, which does not bother me because I don't do riffle shuffles unless my cards ask for them. But for the most part, I just do like overhand type of thing. They shuffle beautifully. Assertiveness. Okay, since I already pulled out one, I'm not going to shuffle and pull another one, but that's the backs. They are nice, like, I like them. Okay. Kintsugi? I'm probably saying that wrong. Do you have pronunciations in the guidebook? That would be nice. Okay, so they are all in alphabetical order, which is amazing. Here we go. It doesn't tell me how to say this. Okay, that's fine. Everything has beauty, but not everyone sees it. Confucius. Kintsugi is a Japanese art form and philosophical outlook in which what is broken is repaired with precious metals such as gold, platinum, and silver. As a living philosophy, breakage and subsequent repair are viewed as beautiful even in their brokenness. An object's history is its own poetry in static motion, and perceived flaws only add to the unique preciousness of the vessel, which has undergone change through time and direct experience. When we perceive something as damaged or broken, the initial shock of something beloved no longer being what it was can cause a visceral reverberation through the heart space. Feelings of attachment tethered to affection and nostalgic waves of longing can cause deep suffering, and our shattered emotions may cause us to burst into tears in sympathy with what is believed to be broken. This can leave us feeling as though we've been shattered into a million pieces, left wondering how we can get ourselves together to face tomorrow, let alone face today. Yet, if we seek compassion and view what feels like brokenness through the lens of creative catharsis, we allow space for something new to emerge. Brokenness is healed by precious connective tissue, gold found in the lessons and the new pattern that materializes. Object and subject are no longer separate, but equally healed with awareness and imagination. In moments where you feel broken, empty, and in need of repair, remember that the brokenness can contain a layer of unexpected beauty, especially when we consciously attempt to wield the spaces of emptiness with preciousness. In alchemical metaphor, mind, often referred to as the all, has the ability to turn lead into gold through transmutation. In the metaphor of embodied art, kintsugi, I feel like I'm saying that wrong, is here to remind us to find the lightness of being and to transmute the tough moments in life into tremendous works of art with the consciousness of the master craftsman. If you pulled this card and are feeling broken today in any way, remember the art that you are and that there's always a space for a new masterpiece or a master of peace to emerge. The mantra is I wield the pieces of my past back together with gold. I weld the pieces of my past back together with gold and stand in my presence as a work of art to behold. What was no longer is, and what will be is beautiful. Okay, cool. I like it. Again, I feel like I'm going to probably use this in sort of a similar way that I used the first deck, which is sort of like for meditation. But I also feel like I can slip this into a reading and still have, like, I feel like it'll just slip in really, really beautiful. All right, let's just do a little side by side. I love this card. I'm obsessed. Just for anyone who has both and wants to see how they complement each other, because we love complementary decks. All right, obviously they are different cardstock, but honestly not too different. This one's a little more beige, this one's a little bit more white, but I don't know, the vibes are still kind of there. I think I do actually prefer this one in, like, I don't know, I just like this a little bit more. This is a lot of like white space, but like I think they kind of work together. I don't know if you need both. Just from right off the bat, I feel like I'll get more use out of this one, but this one will always have a special place in my heart just from the fact of like when it came into my life and how I've worked with it. Yeah. Anyways, what are your thoughts? What do you think? I don't know. Do you like it? Do you not? Like, what are you thinking? How do you feel about it? I'm very happy with it. I'm excited to dive into it. I'm loving this one. Like, I like it. Okay. Anyways, that is everything that I have for you today. I hope to see you again soon. Let me know what card decks you are thinking of, which ones you want to see, which ones are calling your attention. I'm really excited to work with this. This is definitely something, I don't know, I feel like I'm going to really enjoy this one. I feel like it's definitely something that is going to grow and continue to get like better and better and better, if that makes sense. Like some card decks sort of have like their season or just like that time, where I feel like this is going to be one of those ones that really becomes sort of, maybe, I don't know if it's going to be like a full soul deck, but I feel like it is going to be one that I incorporate into a lot of readings just because I feel like it can, and it's going to bring forth some really, really interesting messages. And I don't know, I really love it. And as I'm flipping through it, it feels very like expansive and very just like, I don't know, I'm happy with it. And it shuffles beautifully, and it's just, it's beautiful. I can't keep saying it's beautiful. I'm happy with it. This is the back. It's beautiful. Okay. I will talk to you later. Bye.